Previously on Survivor La Plata. Tagi gained a new member in Jolene, who had a clue to give to someone on her new tribe.
So then, Jolene comes on the tribe, she gives me the clue. And I was like, I thought her name was Julian. So I was just like, who is this? What? I don't know. I don't know why I picked her. I just kind of liked her from the beginning.
And on Pagong, people were growing wary of the Clark and Tyreek duo.
I could definitely see Clark and Tyreek backstabbing us.
You know, we can't. If it's us four, it would be you and then me. That's what would happen.
Yeah.
And alliances were simultaneously being formed.
Lions. You fucking up here. It's lies up here.
And broken.
We see Steph as a big threat, so we might need to take care of her.
At a pool-based immunity challenge, Tagi won its first immunity. And after not showing up, Ben became Pagong's target.
Ben was the last one on our tribe. He was the last one down before we had to vote, so we were all down there discussing, kind of confirming who our vote was going to be. It was probably Ben before that, but that kind of put it over the edge.
It's myself, Nick, Tyreek, Shul, Victoria, and Steph. The six of us agreed to vote Ben.
And Pagong then made good on its word and sent Ben home unanimously.
Sorry, Ben. I don't even really know you.
19 are left, and only one can claim the winning prize. Who will be voted out tonight?
Six of us were going to vote for him because we needed six to get him out. And then we were trying to see where the other three would vote. And I think the other three heard rumors that we were voting Ben, and so they just went that way so it wouldn't be them. I'd say that the six seem to be voting one way or another pretty easily.
I feel pretty good right now about making it to merge, but we'll see.
We're gonna vote on Tyreek. We have to. At one point, and it's not gonna be the next one because we have to get a girl to get the majority back. And then we have to vote on Tyreek. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 relationships like this in the game. Alex and Danny, married and Flannery, where taking out the weaker person really makes a lot of sense. Because it just makes the person who cares more about the game less powerful.
Tagi sucks.
So there's me, Flannery, Danny, Alan, Alex, and Doug. So I guess I would pick Flannery and all the guys. There's a big threat of all of the guys, I think, being really tight. So them as a collective group is threatening. Right now I'm thinking that like Danny sits in a good position just knowing everyone and having good relationships with everyone. In the long run, well, hopefully in the long run. Danny, I would definitely like to align myself with him. I think that early on, I don't necessarily want to go straight for him because, like I said, I think he knows a lot of people, and he's obviously the team leader, so I don't want to get on anyone's bad side early, but I definitely have my eye on him eventually. Playing with him, I would want to form an alliance with him, but the other side, like, he's tighter with the guys on the team, so at some point I will be the one to go over them. I know that, so I don't know what to do about that. I think the guys on our team are kind of in a good position unless all the girls turn on them, but like we'd really have to get to know each other and trust each other fast, which I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not.
Cassie with the ball. They're tired. Who will get the last goal? Slowing down the game. Oh, Nick with the save. Nick running out. 1 minute left. Nick flying down the field. So no good. No goalie. Nick gets back in the goal. Cassie shoots, save. If it's a tie, it'll go to sudden death. Clark trying to give him the lead. Goal! 30 seconds left. It's 4-3. It's not over. No, it's not. Doug to Danny. Tied up. 20 seconds left. 4-4. First goal wins the first part of the challenge. You guys ready? Clark wins the jump. Schubel streaking towards the goal. Can they score early? Here's Clark. Saved by Danny.
Big out, big out, big out.
Victoria with the ball. 20 seconds in, and they've almost already scored for Pagong. Sudden death rules. Kyle shoots. Nice save by Danny. Clark over Nasheen. They're working the ball. Nice steal by Allen. Alex over to Doug. 1 minute into the sudden death overtime. It's stalling. Taking their time. Here's Meredith. Trying to win the handball battle for Tagi. Allen shoots. Saved. Oh! Saved off the line by Victoria and Nick. Back to Steph. Steph over to Schubel. Saved by Danny. The jump ball won by Danny. Here's Victoria. Victoria to Steph. They're fighting for a good reward and immunity. Schubel saved by Danny. Nicola. Goal! Schubel scores. Pagong leads the challenge 1-0. On to lid ball. All right, we got a runner on first. Tagi's down 5-3. Ready?
He's going wide, he's going wide field.
Crushes it, it bounces. That's out, that's out. You're out, you're out, you're out. The throw beat it. Great throw by Tyreek. 2 outs. The tying run is at home. Pagong can win immunity right here. Ready, Alan? Ground ball. Victoria gets it. Pagong wins immunity and reward.
Let's go.
Okay, good. Now we can go on. Let's get
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, well, Nick, when we played handball, he really stood out as a strong goalie. I think he really helped us win that game.
Well, Nick finally was able to show today, which is nice. He basically, I'd say, won us handball.
The night before our second tribal council, I talked to Danny. I just texted him and be like, look, do you want to be in an alliance? Just like straight up, no beating around the bush, because I needed someone. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. So we established our alliance. We didn't establish who we were going to vote for. I get a text from Meredith. Hey, this is Meredith and Flannery. We want to work with you. Do you want to work with us? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I go meet them, Scooter. And so they're like, okay, the plan is to vote off Jolene. I was like, okay, there's a potential ally, potentially lost. It would be Flannery, Meredith and me, and we'd be like a core alliance. I'm like, okay, cool. That side vote included Danny, and so I guess I can report back. They're like, yeah, do that. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to Danny, thinking we're gonna vote off Jolene. I meet Danny at the soccer game at halftime. He's like, I'm gonna vote out Meredith.
Right. For that first vote, Meredith and Flannery came to us like the day before Tribal, and we talked about it, and everything seemed cool. And then for that second vote, the day of, like instead of the day before, Meredith and Flannery came, and something didn't seem right. Meredith is such a strong player, and Meredith knows Survivor really well. She knows a lot of the people here. She could really be powerful.
Okay, so he says I'm voting for Meredith, and I'm like, inside I'm like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? Okay, so I play it cool. I'm like, yeah, okay, Meredith, whatever you want, Danny. He felt threatened by her.
I'm always on my toes. I keep my head on a swivel.
But then I was like, okay, who else would vote for her? And he was like, okay, it would be you, me, maybe Doug or something. But it was 3. And I was like, that's your game plan? Like 3? There's 10 people in the tribe. Like, I want to be on the side who has a majority vote. And so it seemed like Meredith and Flannery had their shit together more than Danny did. Which is why I reported back to them, because I thought they were the stronger people. And so I call Meredith, I'm like, dude, he's going after you. And she's like, holy shit, she's tripping balls. And so she's trying to calculate how many votes we have for Jolene without Danny. It was my idea to go after Danny. I'm like, dude, if you don't want it to be you, you make it someone else.
I think my lucky move was giving Nicola that idol clue in the beginning. And then when I did, then like, she was the one who like gave me the heads up that everybody was trying to vote for me. But then she like called me back a little bit later and was like, I think I figured out a way if I like pit Meredith and Danny against each other, maybe like they'll leave you alone. And then so she just kind of did it as like a repayment of like my giving her the clue.
I'm like, Jolene, hey, Nicola, it's either you or Danny tonight, so if you don't want to be you, vote for Danny. I explained to her, I'm like, okay, Danny, it's me, you, Flannery, Meredith. And Meredith said, like, Alan would vote for her. I was like, okay, that should be 5.
Alan was like very on the fence because, like he's pretty close with Danny and Meredith.
In the beginning, of course, it was the guys, Alex, Danny, and I, but also Meredith and Flannery reached out to me too. And I was actually in a tight predicament.
I was running around like trying to think who could like make that 4th vote, and then will that be enough?
I really like Meredith and I really like Danny, so I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for. I really don't.
Sorry. Sorry, Meredith. I just think you're gonna make too many alliances for me to keep up with.
Hey Danny, I hear you're voting me out tonight. Not going down without a fight. We'll see. I'm voting out this person because I'm thinking about my own future. This person was someone who I wanted to be in an alliance with, but when I talked to him, I felt like he was hiding something. So the game is officially underfoot. Danny, I'm so sorry. I felt like you were hiding something, so this is just an aggressive move on my part. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt me.
Hey Austin, how's it going? Sorry, man.
I'm sorry, Danny. You're a great team leader. I love you. You're a great guy, but I have to say Meredith.
It's really nothing personal. It's just a strategy of the game.
I'm really, really sorry. I think you are really great, but that's just what I have to do to stay in. So sorry.
Tonight I'm voting Meredith. Sorry if I spelled your name wrong. Whoops. Really like you, Mayor. I wish I didn't have to vote you. Pretty cool girl. It's fun hanging out. But I just think you know Survivor too well to hang around too long. Sorry. Sorry, Meredith.
Hello, Austin. Okay, so I was gonna vote for Meredith because that's who Danny said I should vote for, because then we could split up Meredith and Flannery. I don't know, he told me this while he was drunk, but I like Meredith too much, so I'm gonna vote for Charlene. Sorry. I know you the least out of everybody. And sorry if I spelled your name wrong. Really? Bullshit, now I'm confused, but I'm just gonna vote the same way I did last time, and I just don't know what to do. What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Oh. I don't understand what's going on. This did not work out as planned. Looks like I couldn't avoid it this time. I'm voting Danny again because I'm trying to say Meredith again.
But I'm keeping Meredith, well, because Danny, we need for challenges. We can't win challenges without him. And Danny's one of my good friends that I really want me and Danny both to make it to the merger. Sorry, Mayor.
Meredith, sorry.
Alright, I'm really sorry. So just got voted out. I kind of expected it to happen because I heard that Danny felt threatened by me because I know the game. I've been watching for forever. I never worked for the Idol crew. Was planning on sticking with my alliance for a while. I mean, I did have some plans in the future, but guess that won't be happening. But it was fun to play, and I'm glad that Austin set this all up. And I hope we have a Toggy win. So, and just one more thing. Thanks, Flannery and Nicola and Jolene. I'm pretty sure it was Jolene for voting Danny with me, even though it was super risky. And I hope that you guys are able to stay in the game, even though like you put your